You know what time it is? It's only sexy time.
Welcome to MAKO's private time. Welcome to my office. So we're gonna go over, I guess, my power building routine, particularly for upper body. I don't skip lower body. I still do it a couple times a week, but this program is more so for those of you interested in building big and strong upper body, meaning chest, shoulders, back, etc. So I'm gonna try to keep it simple. We'll play some B-roll in the background showing what I do and the options. I like to keep it to 4 times a week for upper body, but let's split it into 2. Basically, I call it like A, B, A, B. A will be mostly flat bench type days, and the B days will be more so focused on incline and shoulders. Okay? So another way to simplify it is, your 2 flat bench days, the A days, try to keep one day heavier. So A day this time, you'll probably do around 5 to 6 sets of flat bench, maybe heavier, maybe in the 3 to 5 reps per set. And then on the B day, try to keep it a little bit lighter. So probably somewhere from the maybe 6 to 8 rep range, or maybe once in a while, even the 8 to 12 rep range, right? And same concept for B days, shoulder, like incline, have a heavier day, along with shoulders. And then on your next B day, go a little bit lighter, higher reps. And of course, since they're 4 times a week, you probably want to do like A, B, legs. A, B, legs. So you have like a rest day in between. And usually that ends up being kind of the whole week, right? So I work out 6 times a week. So it's like kind of like A, B, legs, A, B, legs, rest. Okay. So a little bit more detail. So on my first A day, I'm gonna do flat bench, as I said before. Probably a little bit heavier, again, 5 to 6 sets, 3 to 5 reps per set. Mix it up. One week you wanna do maybe the 3 rep range. Maybe the next week you'll do 4, maybe you'll do 5, change the weights. Always try to keep it between probably around RPE 7 to 9, as you get, stronger and stronger, get closer to 9. Maybe at the end, maybe of like a 1 to 2 month, maybe even 3 month cycle. Maybe try to PR, then deload, and then go back to the 7 RPE, 8, 9, go up. Okay. Then after flat bench, I tend to do the opposite of a flat movement. So opposite of flat movement would be a horizontal pull. Right, so in the background you'll see me doing some seal rows. A lot of you don't have a seal row bench. In that case, you could use a cable machine and kind of lie down on a bench and pull downward. You can do just normal barbell rows. You can do pendlay rows. You can do dumbbell rows with one arm. But try to keep the same concept. Have one heavier day, one lighter day. But for accessories, you probably can't go too heavy. Like you can't just do like 3 reps, for an accessory set. So maybe I'd say like minimum on your accessories, like maybe 6 to 8 reps. That would be like the heavier day. And on the lighter day, probably 8 to 12, maybe 8 to even 15. Okay. So then you got your flat bench, then your horizontal row. And then I almost always do side lateral raises and biceps. After my bench. So yeah, flat bench, horizontal row, side lateral raises, biceps, and I tend to superset these because they're not very big muscles. Well, maybe for you, but for me they're pretty big. But anyway, You get it. Superset them, save time because they don't really interfere with each other. And variations you could do. So for side lateral raises, again, you'll see the B-roll. Of course, you can keep it simple. You could do the dumbbell, or we have here the unique fat bell side lateral raises. You can do the cable side lateral raises. Those are actually my favorite because there's constant tension throughout the whole thing. You can do different versions of them too. You can do them with the straps. You can do them with the Versa grips. You have many options. And for biceps, I would do at least 2 variations. You should do more of the hammer curl style, or the more just, typical style, more of a, what is this called, supination versus pronation. Supination is more going to be the inner head of the bicep. The hammer curl style or the pronated would be more of the outer head. I think I got that term right. Same thing. Mix it up, have a heavier day, have a lighter day. Have one day more dedicated to the supinated inside and more one day dedicated to the outside. For biceps, I tend to go pretty high RPE, so probably hitting RP 9 almost every set, sometimes 10. I think that tends to be okay. And same for side lateral raises. You're probably going to do about 3 to 5 sets of biceps and side lateral raises on your chest day, and then the next day. So today, I did my upper chest and shoulders day, so you'll see that. So as I said before, that's going to be B day, right? On the B day, I'll start with incline bench press, probably a heavier, 5 sets at least. After that, I will do some sort of shoulder variation. So you can see throughout the clips, sometimes I do barbell overhead press. Sometimes I do one arm dumbbell or fat bell press. I kind of like that because you can get like way bigger range of motion when you do one arm at a time. Because when you do both arms, you can only kind of go here. But with one arm, you can like really tilt into it and really shrug upwards. So you get a lot of traps in there too. So you can try that. You could do it with a cable machine if you prefer. You could do it sitting down, just dumbbell press. Mix it up, but don't mix it up too often. Stick to, I would say, 1 to 2 variations per cycle. Per cycle is usually about 2 to 3 months. And then next cycle, mix it up. Try a different accessory, but always keep your big lifts the same. So flat bench should be probably barbell. Incline bench should be barbell as well. And then as you can see, after I do my incline bench, I will do kind of the opposite of, after I do my shoulders, I'll do kind of the opposite of a vertical press. I'm going to do a lat pull down movement. So you can see me doing regular lat pull downs, full range of motion, please. None of that BS and half range, quarter range of motion. No hip swinging. What else can you do? You can do the cable side pulls. I really like those because you can really get like a tight squeeze on the bottom. Make sure you kind of like squeeze into it at the end. Of course, you can do pull-ups, weighted pull-ups. So again, try to keep it to 1 to 2 variations and switch it up every few months. Keep the RPs pretty high, about probably 8 or 9. And pretty much all accessories, I try to do 4 to 6 sets. Okay. And then, I think that is about it. I'm trying to keep it simple as I can. I tend to talk way too much, and my videographer probably hates that because he has to subtitle all of this, and I'm talking extra, just because
I know he loves hearing my voice. What was that?
So just to summarize one more time, in case that was a little too much information, try to, if you can, do upper body 4 times a week if you want to follow my program. A day, B day, A day, B day. A day, heavy flat bench, then horizontal row, biceps, side lateral raises supersetted. Okay? B day, heavy incline bench, heavy shoulder variation, some sort of press, vertical pull, biceps and side lateral raises again. Yes, 2 days in a row of those accessories. Those recover quickly. And then A day, back to flat bench, but do it on a lighter weight, higher reps. Repeat all the accessories, but lighter, higher reps. B day, incline, but lighter, higher reps. And same thing for the accessories one more time. Rest in between these two and do your lower body that day. Of course, don't skip leg day. Of course, I would never look at these tree trunks. Yeah, pretty good.
Premium time.